Well, I'm going to give you a tour of my Regals. This is the 85. If you know anything about my YouTube channel or whatever, you already know what this car is. It's the Burgundy 85, so I'm not even going to go into that one. Now, this is the 84 that I actually took the dry shaft out of to get mine going. It's not in too bad a shape. It's got a factory 305. It runs, but it smokes like a bastard. But oh, there's a mouse nest over there. It's got everything. It's complete. Got a bit of a crack on the header panel, like most of these cars. People always lean on them and crack. Got the sweet hubcaps. It's got a good bit of rust under here. The rocker panels aren't too bad. Got some rust back here, like most of the G bodies. A little bit on the back, actually a lot back here. But the frame rails, they're not too bad in this car. One of the main reasons I actually picked this one up is it's got buckets and a console. I kind of like that. The dash is in pretty good shape. It's got a little tear here. But yeah, my first bucket console car. I mean, the interior is fucking ratched up. It's got some mold in it, and it stinks. Same interior panels, door panels as my red 85. It's got the vinyl top, which I don't like, and it sucks because when you want to change these cars to a non-vinyl top, you gotta have the glass out of a non-vinyl top, and they're pretty ugly underneath. I do have glass out of a non-vinyl top 85. What's in the trunk of this thing? Back bumper, nah, typical G body, rusted out. Jacobson, Kelowna, BC. That's kind of cool. Those are the wrong keys. Yeah, there's the missing door panel. As you can see, it's not too bad. It's pretty solid down there. It's rusted down in here like most of them, but not too bad. Got the original jack. Pretty solid car. And then we have the 82 Sports Coupe Turbo V6 car. It actually has a full set of the original turbo wheels, which is kind of cool. It's got a bee's nest, and yeah, Sport Coupe. They weren't called T-types back then. Turbo 3.8 liter. This car. Oh, that's the 85. It's got some pretty good rust on this thing. Same spots. And the frame rails aren't too bad in this car, actually. It has a lot of surface rust underneath, like everything. It's a BC car. Both of these cars are BC cars. This one actually came out of Vanderhoof. That one obviously is from Kelowna. Oh, fucking bees. Oh, this car came with a set of 15-inch Oldsmobile rims with the beauty rings and stuff, and the full set of the 14-inch Turbo T wheels. It's got the 60/40 split. I took the steering wheel out of this one, put it in the 85. For some reason it has a blue door panel, half of it. The doors are rusted out. The dash is mint in it, so keep that covered up nice. It's a slightly lighter red than my 85 interior. The floorboards, this is the Flintstones car. There is no floorboards. They're rusted straight the fuck out. Northern BC cars probably mostly are. got a boost gauge in it. That's kind of cool. Unfortunately, it's got the turbo hood, which is nice, which I think fits the 85s and whatnot. Unfortunately, somebody blew up this engine or whatever, decided to tear it apart and never did anything with it. Everything's in the trunk for it, except for the passenger or the driver's side head. For some reason, I don't know where the hell it was. I asked the guy and he didn't know. I don't know how they blew it up. There's another mouse nest. Goddamn fucking nice, eh? Cars have only been sitting here a year maybe, but yeah, I think this car is pretty much complete. With everything's in the trunk. The header panel's not cracked on this one, but I don't like the 81 to 84 style anyways. Yeah, lots of room in there. Let's check out the trunk of this fucker. Well, there's the 15-inch. Actually, yeah, those are the 15-inch rally wheels. On the other side, I got the turbo wheels. So, there's the carburetor, rad. Drive shaft is out of it for some reason. That actually fell out on the highway when I was towing this turbo thingy, the manifold, the turbo, everything but the driver's side head, which is kind of weird. Maybe they cracked the head or something. This car does have quite a bit of rust. It looks pretty solid, but if you look closely here, it looks like it might have a bit of roof rot. I'm not sure. These cars like to crack right in here. I'm not sure if there's a seam under there or what, but at least it's a hard top. Got rust all along the bottom. Looks like a pretty solid car. And the frame rails are good, but yeah, just the floorboards are completely gone. You look under this car and all you see is the bottom of the carpet. So, this is another car I bought. It's an 82 Somerset T-top. Actually a pretty rare car. Got the T-tops, which was why I bought it. This door doesn't like to open. It's got my 15-inch friggin' IROC or Camaro Z28 rims on this side. It's pretty rusty too. This isn't right through, but it's right through right here. Pretty much gone. The bottom of the body of this car is rusted. Back bumper, I think, took a bit of a hit. It's fucking typical G-body, rusted right out. That's natural weight reduction. There's a bee's nest in there. So, yeah, I got the 15-inch Oldsmobile rally rims on this. This car actually came with a set of 14-inch Oldsmobile rally rims, same as this, but they were all flat, so it's got all mismatched tires on it right now. T-tops, everything looks to be in decent shape. I haven't taken the T-tops out yet, and when I got it home I realized that it is kind of rusty up here. You look right there, which is not good. That's one thing I wanted to be good on this car, was the top half at least, so that kind of worries me if I'm gonna build it. It's got the limited edition or whatever Somerset interior with the blue edging and all that shit. The floorboards seem to be pretty solid, a little bit dented up. I don't know what this guy ran over. And the interior's like, it's busted right up. But the dash is in good shape. The seats are dirty, but in pretty good shape. The rocker panels and everything in here is good. Underneath, pretty rusty. Yeah. That's that car. If you look up here, it looks like busted a bit. It's almost like somebody broke into this car from every point at one point in time. The fucking ignition is not in it. I don't know. I got all the paperwork signed by the guy I bought it from, but still kind of weird. Yeah, Somerset edition. These cars came in the two-tone color scheme. This car actually has, it's complete under here, but it's actually pretty rare. It's a 4.4 liter 267, I believe, one of the smallest GM V8s. I couldn't get it turned over. He said it ran when he put it away, but I don't know if the starter seized or what. It just clicked. Battery might have been kind of dead, but everything's here and it's pretty solid, I guess. No mouse nest in this one yet. Yeah, tiny ass little V8. I've heard of them before, but I've never seen one, so I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, this car pretty beat up. Front grill's not bad. It just doesn't, I don't know why it doesn't have the springs on it or something. The front bumper is not in too bad a shape. Got a little bit of surface rust, and it's folded down for some reason. Both shock absorbers are bent. I don't know if they yanked it out with the tractor the wrong way or just hit something. I don't know. This car's had a rough life, I think. But it's a T-tops, man. Check out the silicone fix job somebody did. Fender, a little bit dented, but pretty solid. You never know under these 5-inch chrome strips. I always hate getting those cars because they're always rusted to shit underneath. They hold water. The door pins are worn right out, and people just open the doors and fucking bend them, so it's in pretty rough shape. A bit of a crack there, so it makes me wonder if this side's rotted out. This car is originally from Cook in Calgary. I don't know. Cracked up taillights. We got a bee's nest in here, so we gotta watch out. You can see somebody tried to break in here. They fucked up the body a bit, bent up the trunk. Like, you could have just popped the thing out and used a screwdriver, but whatever. So yeah, here are actually black 14-inch Oldsmobile. I think all the beauty rings are there. The T-top bags are there. The seams in here look not too bad. Fairly solid. Rusted down in the friggin' behind the rear wheels. What else is in here? Looks like somebody took the speakers out for some reason. Yeah, it's actually got 4 of the rally wheels and then another spare tire which just looks like a steel wheel. I just got this car not too long ago. I really want to build a T-top, so Choppa. Pretty beat up. Well, on to the next. And last but not least, the parts mobile. This is an 85 Limited. I bought this car off a guy who was slightly parted out already. There is bee's nest, there is ant's nest, everything. Guy hit a deer, took out the front end. The front bumper's mint, the shocks are mint. Just the hood got fucked right up. I actually sold the engine out of this, a 305, for a couple $100. Look at the ants trail. Holy fucking black hornet. These things are mean. But yeah, lots of parts in here. Mostly bought this car just for the steel body. It actually had a digital dash and only had 100,000 on it, which is pretty good. The frame and all the steel was pretty good in this car, except for the rear frame rails. It's an Alberta car. They're rusted completely out, worse than I've ever seen in any G body. which is unfortunate because the rest of the frame is like in really good shape. Better than probably all the rest. A couple parts are gone out of this car. I had the overdrive transmission, which I wish I thought with it, but it was sold. Got this chrome molding, which I've never had on any of my other cars. Got the gray 60/40 interior, gray dash, which is mint. The door panels are in really good shape. The only thing that wasn't very nice in this interior was when they were taking parts off it, they threw a couple bolts on the back carpet floor and they rusted, stained the floor. But here's my original wheel wells. I cut up the wheel wells out of this car for my 85, the burgundy one. But yeah, really good shape car. Everything's there except for that dash piece, that where the digital dash was housed in and whatnot. They took that out. Headliner's fucked like most of them. Got a lot of Bondo in it. I don't know why, but the steel in this car is good. Like, there's almost no rust in anywhere in here, but there's a lot of Bondo. They must have had dents and just cheap fix. And even right here, the frame is solid, but from here back, she's rusted right out. Here's the friggin' ants again. I don't know if they're using the car for a road, a highway, or what, or if they got their nest actually in there, but whatever. That's what you get when you live in the country. Got the gray vinyl top, which sucks. It's kind of cracked up too. The rear bumper's gone. It was mint. Another thing I wish I had, which is weird. Frame rails are rusted out, but the rear bumper's mint. I got most of my other... Oh, there's a mouse. That little fucker. You got a nest in here too. God damn mice everywhere. Chewing up all the insulation, those little fuckers. Anyways, I got parts in here off of... This is an 85 front grille. I got good 85 tail lights. These are all just spare parts that I had. I just threw them in the trunk of this thing, but yeah, the steel on this car, somebody flat blacked it. The steel on this car is really good. And yet again, more Bondo. A little bit of rust underneath it. But the steel is solid. Good car. Frame rails are so rusted out on this thing, I could probably bend them. I don't even want. But the mice like it. Anyways, that's the tour of all my Regals. My sister calls me a Regal farmer. G-Body James. Whatever you want to say. The end.